Before starting today's lesson, I want to quickly thank Jeevan Amrut Goras Vitaran Sanstha, which offers milk and desi ghee at a very reasonable price, and they give you free delivery in every part of Pune. You can call them on this number 9175270069 9607098239. You can call any of these numbers. So they are based in Sadashiv Pet, Pune, and ask them further for all your queries, and want to thank them once again for helping us create this video. Okay, now let's jump to our topic.
Hello everyone. So let us start with class 7 geography, chapter 4 air pressure. So before we dive deep into the concepts that we learn in the chapter 4 air pressure, let me introduce you some of the common concepts that will keep coming ahead in this lesson. Those are latitudes, longitudes, parallels, air's weight, temperature, and the motion of sun. Okay, so let's start. Now, anything that has weight exerts pressure on the thing that lies below it. Now, this is quite of a common phenomena that we all already know of. कुठल्याही गोष्टीला ज्याला स्वतःचा वजन असतं ती वस्तू खालच्या कुठल्याही गोष्टीवर प्रेशर एक्झर्ट करते. सोप्या मराठीत सांगायचं तर एव्हरीथिंग दॅट हॅज वेट एक्झर्ट्स प्रेशर on anything that lies below. The air in the atmosphere exerts pressure on the surface of the earth. In the same way, air, which is everywhere around us in the atmosphere, also has its own weight. आपल्या आजूबाजूच्या हवेला सुद्धा त्याचा स्वतःचं एक वजन असतं. हवेला त्याचं एक वजन असतं आणि त्याच्यामुळे हवा सुद्धा दाब निर्माण करते पृथ्वीवर. तेच आपण आता वाचलं. द एअर इन द ॲटमॉस्फिअर एक्झर्ट्स प्रेशर ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ द सरफेस ऑफ द अर्थ. आफ्टर दॅट वी कम टू द फेनॉमेना लाईक स्टॉर्म्स अँड प्रेसिपिटेशन आर अ रिझल्ट ऑफ एअर प्रेशर. याचाच अर्थ काय की वादळ आणि रेनफॉल म्हणजेच प्रेसिपिटेशन, वादळ आणि पाऊस हेही हवेच्या दाबामुळे घडून येणाऱ्या तर स्टॉर्म्स आणि प्रेसिपिटेशन म्हणजे वादळ आणि पाऊस एअर प्रेशरमुळेच घडून येणाऱ्या गोष्टी आहेत. आफ्टर दॅट वी कम टू देर आर व्हेरिएशन्स इन द एअर प्रेशर. म्हणजेच काय की हवेच्या दाबामध्ये पण काही प्रकार असतात, बदल असतात. तर एअर प्रेशर इज नॉट युनिफॉर्म ऑन ऑल द प्लेसेस ऑफ द अर्थ सरफेस, which means what kind of air pressure we would experience at one place would not stay the same when we travel to some other place. For example, if I am staying in Pune and you are staying in Nagpur, then the type of air pressure that we experience is going to be different because we are staying on two different places on Earth's surface. The next point, air pressure keeps on changing from time to time. म्हणजे काय की हवेचा जो दाब आहे तो वेळोवेळी बदलत पण राहतो. म्हणजे काय, आता समजा तुमच्या इकडे समर चालू आहे तर समर मध्ये तुम्हाला जो एअर प्रेशर फील होईल तोच एअर प्रेशर तुम्हाला विंटर मध्ये किंवा रेनी डेज मध्ये फील नाही होणार. इट विल कीप चेंजिंग फ्रॉम टाइम टू टाइम, सीझन टू सीझन, फ्रॉम मंथ टू मंथ. द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज द अल्टिट्यूड ऑफ अ रिजन, temperature of the air and amount of water pour in the air are some factors influencing air pressure. म्हणजे काय की एअर प्रेशर म्हणजे हवेचा दाब, यावर कुठल्या कुठल्या गोष्टींचा परिणाम होतो, हवेचा दाब कुठल्या गोष्टींमुळे इन्फ्लुएन्स होऊ शकतो. तर अल्टिट्यूड ऑफ द रिजन म्हणजे आपण किती उंचावर राहतो, टेम्परेचर तापमान, आणि म्हणजे टेम्परेचर ऑफ द एअर एअरचं तापमान, आणि अमाऊंट ऑफ वॉटर पोर म्हणजे तिथे किती रेनफॉल होतो. या तीन गोष्टी ठरवतात की तिथे हवेचा दाब किती असणार.
Now let's try to understand what's the impact of altitude of a region on the air pressure that is felt there. So, one thing is the altitude of the region as you go away from the surface of the earth increases, right? So at a higher altitude implies at a higher height from the earth. Now the generally what we see is that the air pressure will decrease as you go on a height. Okay, so the air pressure decreases with the increasing altitude. But why this happens is the question. So the important effect that makes this happen is that as you go higher, okay, or away from the Earth's surface, the air becomes thinner and thinner. Okay, so the thin air will exert very less pressure. That's why air pressure decreases. But what are the factors that makes the air very less? So the air is, mixed with so many different substances. For example, the dust in the air. Okay. There is water vapors present in the air. There are different gases, heavy gases in the air. So all these are the constituents into the air, which creates the weight of the air, right? So now, as you move away from the surface of the earth, okay, these constituents become lesser and lesser. That's why the air becomes thinner. So let's reiterate these 3 points. Let's read them out, and then you will know all the points that we need to understand why the altitude has an impact on air pressure, and as the altitude rises, air pressure decreases. So the first point is the proportion of dust in the air, water vapor, heavy gases is higher in the air closer to the surface of the earth. This proportion decreases with the increasing altitude. Second point, as one moves higher and higher from the surface of the earth, the air becomes thinner and thinner. And the third point, as a result of this, or as a result, the air pressure decreases with increasing altitude. मी थोडं याला मराठीत पण एक्सप्लेन करायचा प्रयत्न करतो. सो जेव्हा आपण म्हणतो हवा, तेव्हा त्यात भरपूर वेगवेगळे पदार्थ असतात किंवा गोष्टी असतात, जसं की धूळ ना, डस्ट इन द एअर. ओके, त्यानंतर वॉटर वेपर, पाण्याचं जे वाफ असते किंवा पाण्याचे जे असे छोटे छोटे ड्रॉपलेट्स असतात किंवा जे वॉटर वेपर ज्याला आपण म्हणतो त्या गोष्टी, आणि वेगवेगळ्या गॅसेस, राईट, हेवी गॅसेस, वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारचे वायू असतात. सो ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टींमुळे एअरचं एक वेट असतं, राईट. आणि हे सगळं, ह्या सगळ्या ज्या कॉन्स्टिट्युएंट्स आहेत, ह्या सगळ्या ज्या आतल्या ज्या त्या एअर ज्याने बनलेली आहे, त्या सगळ्यात जास्त अमाऊंट मध्ये आहेत सरफेसच्या जवळ, अर्थच्या सरफेसच्या जवळ, पृथ्वीच्या सरफेसच्या जवळ. पण जसं आपण हाईट वरती जाऊ, एका अल्टिट्यूड वरती जाऊ, जसं आपण वरती जायला लागू किंवा पृथ्वीपासून दूर जायला लागू, तेव्हा हे सगळे कॉन्स्टिट्युएंट्स कमी होतात आणि त्यामुळे त्यांचं वेट कमी असतं आणि त्याचाच परिणाम होतो की एअर थिनर होत राहतं, राईट. आणि त्यामुळे एअर प्रेशर कमी. So now let's try to understand what's the impact of air temperature and air pressure. So this is a very interesting concept of how the temperature impacts the air pressure. Okay. Now, as a thumb rule, what happens is as you have higher temperature, okay, higher air temperature, the air pressure is low. Okay, so that means they are inversely proportional. That means if the temperature rises, the air pressure decreases. But why exactly so? Why does this happen, right? So now, as the temperature is higher, that means the air is getting heated, right? That's why the temperature is higher. Now, as the temperature increases or the air gets heated, it expands. Okay. Generally, any object when heated starts expanding. Like, let's say you have a metal, okay, and if you heat it enough, then it will start expanding. Okay, this is a scientific phenomena that most of the objects, or almost all the objects, starts expanding as you heat them, right? So the same way, when the temperature is higher, the air starts expanding, and as the hot air expands, it also becomes lighter, right? And then now the lighter air starts moving up. Now, as a result, it exerts much lesser pressure. Okay. So the temperature and air pressure are closely related. Wherever the temperature is high, the air pressure is low. As the temperature rises, the air gets heated, expands, and becomes lighter. And the lighter air starts moving up. The lighter air in the vicinity of the Earth's surface starts moving up towards the sky. And that's why you feel the air pressure is less there. Okay, I hope you understood the concept, right? Let's try to understand this in Marathi as well. सो हवा जी आहे जेव्हा आपण त्याला गरम करतो किंवा टेम्परेचर वाढतं, राईट, टेम्परेचर वाढतं आणि मग ती जी गरम हवा असते ती वरती जायला लागते, पृथ्वीपासनं वरती जायला लागते, राईट, आणि ती एक्सपॅन्ड होते, राईट. द एअर, हिटेड एअर एक्सपॅन्ड्स आणि मग ती लाईट होते आणि ती इट स्टार्ट्स मुव्हिंग अप आणि दॅट्स वाय यू फील लेस air pressure, right? Because there is much actually air that is exerting pressure because it starts moving away, right? So there is not enough air, or whenever it expands it becomes lighter and thus it starts moving up, right? I believe ki you have understood this.
So after looking at some of the important concepts, now it is time to look at two diagrams. So I request all of you to open your textbook and look at the two diagrams given in the textbook, that is figure 4.2a and figure 4.2b. In these two figures, we will understand what are the different temperature zones and what are the different pressure belts with the planetary winds. या दोन्ही फिगर्स कडे आपण लक्ष तर देणारच आहोत, पण ते पुढच्या काही कॉन्सेप्ट समजून घेताना आपण या फिगर्स कडे परत येणार आहोत. तर प्रत्येकाने आपापल्या टेक्स्टबुक मधले या फिगर्स डोळ्यासमोर ठेवा. जसं जसं मी समजवतीये तुम्ही अधून मधून टेक्स्टबुक्स मधल्या या फिगर्स कडे पण लक्ष द्या, म्हणजे प्रत्येक कॉन्सेप्ट तुम्हाला अजून इझिली समजेल. So what we just learned before looking at the figures was that the air, when heated, it expands and moves away from the Earth's surface as it becomes light. As it becomes light, it would move away, thus creating less pressure, or the air pressure would reduce. Now, what would happen after that? As a result, the air pressure in such areas decreases. So that is what we learned. जेव्हा हवा गरम होते ती एक्सपॅन्ड होते आणि त्याचं वेट कमी होतं, वजन कमी झाल्यामुळे ती वर जाते आणि त्या सरफेस मधला जो हवेचा दाब आहे तो कमी होतो. देन टेम्परेचर झोन्स अँड प्रेशर बेल्ट्स आर interrelated to each other, but the latitudinal extent of the temperature zones is much larger while pressure belts are narrower. म्हणजेच काय की टेम्परेचर झोन्स आणि प्रेशर बेल्ट्स इंटररिलेटेड आहे. जिथे टेम्परेचर जास्त आहे तिथे हवेचा दाब कमी असतो आणि जिथे टेम्परेचर कमी आहे तिथे हवेचा दाब जास्त असतो. The uneven distribution of temperature influences the distribution of air pressure. आता आपल्याला हे सगळ्यांनाच माहिती आहे की डिस्ट्रीब्युशन ऑफ टेम्परेचर अनइवन आहे. म्हणजे काय की पृथ्वीवर सगळीकडे काय आपल्याला सेम तापमान मिळत नाही. काही ठिकाणी गरम वाटतं, काही ठिकाणी गार वाटतं, काही ठिकाणी ह्युमिड वाटतं. तर या प्रत्येक ठिकाणाचं जे टेम्परेचर आहे, तापमान आहे, म्हणून त्याच्यामुळे तिकडचा एअर प्रेशर इन्फ्लुएन्स असते. म्हणजे काय की सगळीकडे ज्या प्रकारे एअर प्रेशर सेम नसतं आणि एअर टेम्परेचर सेम नसतं, त्याच प्रकारे सगळीकडचा हवेचा दाब पण बदलत राहतो किंवा वेगवेगळा असतो. दिस लीड्स टू द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ लो अँड हाय प्रेशर बेल्ट्स हॉरिझॉन्टली बिटवीन द इक्वेटर अँड द पोल्स. याच्यामुळेच काय होतं की काही ठिकाणी लो प्रेशर बेल्ट तयार होतो आणि काही ठिकाणी हाय प्रेशर बेल्ट तयार होतो बिटवीन इक्वेटर अँड पोल्स. इक्वेटर आपल्याला माहितीये, इट इज द लाईन रनिंग फ्रॉम 0 degrees ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ अर्थ. इक्वेटर आपल्याला माहिती आहे. तर इक्वेटरला जे तापमान आहे आणि एअर प्रेशर आहे ते बदलतं आणि तेच पोल्सच्या पेक्षा वेगळं आहे. आता इक्वेटरला आपल्याला माहित आहे सर्वात जास्त टेम्परेचर असतं, म्हणूनच आपण इथे बघतोय की जिथे टेम्परेचर जास्त आहे तिथे हवेचा दाब कमी असतो, कारण हवा एक्सपॅन्ड होते, लाईट होते आणि सरफेसहून लांब जाते. That is the reason near equators you will find low pressure belts. But contrary to that, on the poles you know that the temperatures are as low as 0 डिग्री सेल्सिअस. हवा 0 डिग्री इतकी गार असते किंवा टेम्परेचर 0 डिग्री सेल्सिअस इतकं कमी असल्यामुळे तिकडची हवा जड असते, कारण ती एक्सपॅन्ड नाही झालेली आणि लांब नाही गेलेली. जिकडची हवा जड आहे तिथे हवेचा दाब जास्त असतो. म्हणजेच आपल्याला कळालंय इक्वेटरला कमी दाब आहे आणि पोल्सला हवेचा दाब जास्ती आहे.
So let's try to understand different pressure belts. Okay, so first pressure belt that we are going to take a look at is equatorial low pressure belt. Okay, so सगळ्यांनी 4.2b फिगर बघा, त्यामध्ये आपल्याला वेगवेगळे प्रेशर बेल्ट्स बघायला मिळतील. सो 4 प्रकारचे प्रेशर बेल्ट्स आहेत. इक्वेटोरियल लो प्रेशर बेल्ट, मिड लॅटिट्युडनल हाय प्रेशर बेल्ट, सब पोलार लो प्रेशर बेल्ट आणि हाय प्रेशर बेल्ट ऑफ पोलार. ओके, पोलार हाय प्रेशर बेल्ट. सो 1, 2, 3, 4 हे 4 आहेत. सो द फर्स्ट वन वी विल टेक अ लुक ॲट इज इक्वेटोरियल लो प्रेशर बेल्ट. आणि हा लो प्रेशर का आहे दॅट वी कॅन अंडरस्टँड व्हेरी इझिली. ओके, आणि दिस इज 5 डिग्री नॉर्थ आणि 5 डिग्री साऊथ पॅरलल्स. ओके, एवढ्यामध्ये आपल्याला लो प्रेशर बेल्ट का सापडतो हे आपण लक्षात घेऊयात. सो इथे कॉन्सेप्ट तीच आहे ऑफ एअर एक्सपॅन्डिंग बिकमिंग लाइटर, राईट. का, कारण की द सनरेज कॅन बी परपेंडिक्युलर बिटवीन द ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कॅन्सर अँड ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कॅप्रिकॉर्न. सो ओके, सो आय होप की तुम्हाला हे ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कॅन्सर आणि ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कॅप्रिकॉर्न माहिती आहे. देर इज अनदर फिगर इन युअर टेक्स्ट बुक. तिथे पण तुम्हाला ती लाईन दिसेल विच इज ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कॅन्सर इन द नॉर्थ हेमिस्फिअर आणि ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कॅप्रिकॉर्न इन दी साऊथ हेमिस्फिअर. सो ऑलमोस्ट ह्या रिजन मध्ये जे आहे यू हॅव सनरेज विच आर फॉलिंग परपेंडिक्युलर बिकॉज द सन विल बी सनरेज विल बी directly hitting here instead of going at an inclination. So इथे temperature भरपूर असतं, like there is high temperature created here, and then we know the concept. Because of the high temperature you will have the air getting heated, expanding, becoming lighter and moving towards the sky, and that's where you see a low pressure getting formed. Okay, so somewhere around 5 degree north ते 5 degree south ह्या पट्ट्यामध्ये you can see a low pressure belt being created. So यामध्ये there is one very tricky point. आता टेम्परेचर काय की जनरली स्पीकिंग इट गोज ऑन डिक्रीजिंग as you move either up or south away from the equator. But pressure तसं नाही. Pressure is varying. Sometimes you see a low pressure belt, sometimes you see a high, and then again low, and then high. And there are various reasons why this is happening. So some of them are very easy to explain because you know what's happening at the equatorial low pressure belt now. You have high temperature, आणि मग you see low pressure there because of the high air temperature, right? So you know the phenomena now. So now let's take a look at why is there is a high pressure belt in mid latitudinal region in a while. Okay,
let us now look at another concept about mid latitudinal high pressure belts. What are mid latitudinal high pressure belts? I request all of you to again look at figure 4.2b about pressure belts and planetary winds. Here we are going to study mid latitudinal high pressure belts that you can locate between 25 degrees and 35 degrees of latitudes in both the northern and the southern hemisphere. Okay, now let's understand the concept. The heated air becomes lighter, starts ascending, and after reaching higher altitudes moves towards polar region, that is towards the north and southern pole. Now what is happening here? In the earlier concept we have understood that the air in the equatorial low pressure belt is hot, it expands and moves higher. Now after moving higher and becoming lighter, it starts moving towards the polar regions, that is both towards the north pole and the south pole. Okay, that is point 1. म्हणजे आपण काय शिकलो मागच्या काही पॉइंट्स मध्ये की इक्वेटरच्या पट्ट्यातली जी हवा आहे ती गरम होते, एक्सपॅन्ड होते आणि वर जाते. वर गेल्यानंतर काय होतंय आता की ती असेंड होती. इट इज स्टार्टिंग टू मूव्ह. ती आता थोडं नॉर्थ पोल कडे जाते आणि थोडं साऊथ पोल कडे जाते. ड्यू टू लो टेम्परेचर्स ॲट हायर अल्टिट्यूड्स द एअर कूल्स डाऊन अँड बिकम्स हेवियर. आता काय होतंय, हायर अल्टिट्यूड्सला गेल्यावर म्हणजे एका हाईटवर पोहोचल्यानंतर दिस सेम एअर विच फर्स्ट वॉज लाईट अँड एक्सपांडेड. नाव द सेम एअर आफ्टर रिचिंग अल्टिट्यूड, एका हाईटवर पोहोचल्यानंतर द सेम एअर बिकम्स हेवियर, कारण ती गार होतीये, त्याचं टेम्परेचर कमी होतंय. दिस हेवियर एअर descends down in both the hemispheres in the region between 25 degrees and 35 degrees parallels. Now what is happening? After cooling down, this air is becoming heavier and it is start to descend. म्हणजे आता ती खाली येतीये in the regions of 25 degrees and 35 degree parallels, both in north hemisphere and southern hemisphere. आता ही जी एअर कूल झालीये, थोडी हेवियर झालीये, ती खाली येतीये. It is descending. This leads to the formation of high pressure belts in these parallels of latitudes in both the hemispheres. आपण आधी शिकलो होतो की anything that has weight exerts pressure. सेम फेनॉमेना आता आपल्या इकडे लक्षात घ्यायचं आहे की ही जी कूल्ड एअर आहे तिला आता वेट आलेलं आहे. इट हॅज वेट, इट इज डिसेंडिंग डाऊन, सो इट इज गोइंग टू एक्झर्ट प्रेशर. That is the reason it will create high pressure belts between degrees 25 degree and 35 degree, both in northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. This air is dry, hence the region does not get rainfall. ही जी हवा आहे ती कोरडी आहे, त्याच्यामुळे it is not carrying any droplets or water vapor. That is the reason there would be no rainfall. Consequently, most of the hot deserts on the earth are found in these regions. म्हणूनच काय होतंय की हा जो पट्टा आहे ऑफ मिड लॅटिट्यूडनल हाय प्रेशर बेल्ट्स, इथेच आपल्याला सर्वात जास्ती डेझर्ट्स पण सापडतायत, कारण ही जी हवा डिसेंड होतीये या बाजूला ती कोरडी असल्यामुळे देर इज नो रेनफॉल दॅट इट कॅरीज. सो व्हॉट आर द पॉइंट्स दॅट वी अंडरस्टूड? The hot air which expands and goes away at the equator after reaching some altitude, after reaching a particular height, it will cool down and gain weight. It will gain weight and descend. It will come down towards the 25 degree and 35 degree latitudes. It will come down and it will start exerting pressure. That is the reason high pressure belts will be created in this region. Since this air is dry, we won't find any rainfall, and consequently, since there is no rainfall, many deserts are found in this region. So after understanding the mid-latitudinal high pressure belt, we now arrive at subpolar low pressure belt. Subpolar low pressure belt. If you look at the figure 4.2b, you can locate the subpolar low pressure belts between 55 degrees and 65 degrees north and south hemispheres. Okay, तर आता आपण शिकणार आहोत कॉन्सेप्ट अबाउट सबपोलार लो प्रेशर बेल्ट. नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टँड व्हॉट हॅपन्स हिअर पॉइंट बाय पॉइंट. ओके, ड्यू टू अर्थ्स कर्वेचर द एरिया बिटवीन टू पॅरलल्स gets reduced as we move towards the poles. This results in lesser friction of the air with the earth surface. जसं जसं आपण पोल्सच्या दिशेने जायला लागतो, the curvature of the surface of the earth will increase. We already know that earth has a curvature. It is not a flat surface. So as we start moving towards the poles, earthचं curvature वाढतं. म्हणजे काय? The surface is not going to remain plane. It is going to have a curvature towards the poles. That is the reason the friction between the air and the surface of the air will reduce. दोन्ही मध्ये जे फ्रिक्शन होतंय, घर्षण होतंय, ते कमी होणार आहे. कशातलं घर्षण कमी होणार आहे? हवा आणि पृथ्वी याच्यातलं घर्षण कमी होणार आहे, कारण कर्वेचर आहे, त्याला एक गोलाकार येतोय, पृथ्वीला एक गोलाकार येतोय टुवर्ड्स द पोल्स. Air in this region is thrown out because of the reduced friction and also because of Earth's rotational motion. आता या सब पोलार लो प्रेशर बेल्ट मध्ये काय होतंय की घर्षण कमी असल्यामुळे हवा बाहेरच्या दिशेला फेकली जाणार. This happens partly because of the reduced friction and partly because of Earth's rotational motion. आपल्याला माहिती आहे Earth rotates, म्हणून काय होणार आहे, घर्षण कमी होणार आहे आणि हवा बाहेरच्या बाजूला फेकली जाणार आहे. This leads to development of low pressure belt. Now since air would be thrown out or pushed out, there would be less air at the surface of the air. Since there would be less air, it would exert less pressure, resulting into a low pressure belt. This condition is observed in the areas between 55 degrees and 65 degrees parallels in both the hemisphere. So just to help you understand this easily, काय होणार आहे की घर्षण कमी होणार आहे, फ्रिक्शन कमी होणार आहे between earth and air because of the reduced friction and because of the earth's rotational movement. हवा बाहेरच्या बाजूला फेकली जाणार आहे. हवा बाहेर फेकली जाणार आहे म्हणून ती अर्थ सरफेसहून लांब जाणार आहे आणि because it is going to go away from the earth surface, it would be less. Since it would be less, the air pressure would be less, creating a low air pressure belt. So I hope you have understood this.
Now let's try to understand the high pressure belts created in polar regions. So it's exactly the opposite of how the low pressure belts are created in the equatorial regions, right? So in the polar regions, the temperature is very, very low, below 0 degrees Celsius. That means negative temperature, right? And throughout the year, you see very low temperatures there. And as a result, you have high pressure belt because we have seen whenever the air temperature is really high, the air pressure tends to be low, and the vice versa, right? So we have seen that they are inversely proportional to each other. Now, where do you see the polar region? That's really north and really south, right? That means the north polar region and the south polar region. 80 degree to 90 degree. That's 80 degree to 90 degree parallels, right? In the north as well as south. That's where you see high polar high pressure belts of the two poles, right? Polar high pressure belts. Now there is one more short concept of Uttarayan and Dakshinayan. So this is because the duration and the intensity of sun rays varies during particular periods of the year in both the hemispheres, and as a result, the locations of the temperature zones and pressure belts dependent on the sun's heat also vary. So what you see is this oscillation of pressure belts that's somewhere between 5 and 7 degrees north and south, right? 5 and 7 degrees north and south. So that's the concept of Uttarayan and Dakshinayan. So you see sun's heat varying, right, during the year, and that's why you have an impact on temperature zone, and that's how it impacts the pressure belt. But this is just oscillations of pressure belts that we try to understand between 5 to 7 degree north as well as south, and that's called basically Uttarayan and Dakshinayan. So what we really understood here is how the air temperature impacts the pressure. Okay. By the way, pressure is measured in say the unit of pressure is bar. Okay, just the way the temperatures are calculated or measured in a unit of degree Celsius, the pressures are measured in bar. Okay, and the instrument by which you measure the pressure is called barometer, right? That's called barometer. So the impact of air pressure and its relation between air temperature is very clear. And you had these concepts of mid-latitudinal high pressure belt, subpolar low pressure belt, and how the pressure belts are varying. So one thing is very different about temperatures and pressure belts is temperature belts are continuous. as you move towards north or south, you have continuous decrease in the temperature. But that's not the same with the pressure, air pressure, right? There is low pressure belt at the equator, then you have mid-latitude and high pressure belt, then again low pressure belt at subpolar, and then you have again high pressure at polar. So try to understand the difference between these two units, like the temperature and pressure, and then try to understand the reason behind it, why there is low pressure, why there is high pressure, at different belts. तर आपण थोडंसं याला मराठीत पण समजून घेण्याचा प्रयत्न करूया. पोलार हाय प्रेशर बेल्ट हे अगदी दक्षिण आणि अगदी नॉर्थ साइडला, उत्तरेला आपल्याला पोलार रिजन्स आहे. 80 ते 90 डिग्री नॉर्थ आणि साऊथच्या याच्यावरती आहेत, राईट? 80 डिग्री नॉर्थ आणि 90 डिग्री 80 to 90 नॉर्थ and 80 to 90 साऊथ, राईट? आणि इथे आपल्याला खूप वातावरण जे असतं ते खूप थंड असतं, म्हणजे एअर टेम्परेचर जे आहे ते खूप कमी आहे आणि 0 डिग्री सेल्सिअस पेक्षाही कमी तापमान आपल्याला तिथे सापडतं. आणि त्यामुळे कमी एअर टेम्परेचर असल्यामुळे हवेचं जे तापमान आहे ते इतकं कमी असल्यामुळे जे हवेचं प्रेशर आहे ते खूप जास्त बघायला मिळतं, राईट? दॅट्स द मेन कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ पोलार हाय प्रेशर बेल्ट. Okay, now we have seen this. Temperature zones are continuous, right? And are spread from the equator to the poles from torrid to frigid. त्या डायग्राम मध्ये तुम्हाला हे टॉरिड टू फ्रिजिड जे डिफरंट टेम्परेचर झोन्स आहेत ते बघायला मिळतील. आणि प्रेशर बेल्ट्स आर नॉट कंटिन्युअस, आपण ते बघितलं. हाय आणि लो प्रेशर बेल्ट्स वेगवेगळ्या रिजन्स मध्ये फॉर्म होतात, आणि ही एक गोष्ट महत्वाची आहे आणि त्याच्या मागची सगळ्यांची कारणं काय. ओके, नाव एअर प्रेशरचे काय काय परिणाम असतात. एअर प्रेशरमुळे विंड्स जे आहेत, विंड्स किंवा स्टॉर्म्स तयार होणं, हे एअर प्रेशरचा एक परिणाम आहे. त्यानंतर टाइप ऑफ रेन, राईट? आपण बघितलंय की डेझर्ट्स मध्ये वी हॅव व्हेरी लो रेनफॉल, राईट? सो देअर ऑल्सो यू सी air is dry, there is very less rainfall there, temperatures is high, okay, and that's why air pressure is low. Well, breathing activity, in the sense ki human beings would feel difficulty in breathing in certain regions, and that's why people have to be trained when they go on a very high altitude, right? तिथे पण एअर प्रेशर कमी असल्यामुळे you have to exercise accordingly and prepare yourself accordingly. So these are some of the effects that you should kind of try to understand. Air pressure affects the breathing activity too, right? And this is the diagram that we have already seen की कुठे ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कॅन्सर आहे, कुठे इक्वेटर आहे, ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कॅप्रिकॉन कुठे आहे, सब पोलार लो प्रेशर बेल्ट्स आहेत, पोलार हाय प्रेशर बेल्ट्स आहेत, राईट? So this is just the same diagram put in a different way. But यात आणखीन एक इंटरेस्टिंग गोष्ट आहे. You see curves, right? So these curves indicate that they have kind of similar pressure level. Okay, these are called isobars. So iso is a term which you will use very often in scientific terminologies. Iso implies the similarity. Okay. And bars is because this pressure is measured in bars. Okay, so this isobars, the lines that join the places of equal air pressure are called isobars, right? So try to see ki je same air pressure che regions ahe, they are studied and they are marked like this, right? So you see those isobars there. Okay, so we have seen ki air pressure is a unit je ahe te bars ahe, so you can count it as millibars, right? As megabars, right? So these are all the different units of bars, but bars is the basic unit, and a barometer is the instrument with which you measure air pressure. Right. So one more interesting thing, all things in and on the earth stay earthbound because of the earth's gravity. So we know the impact of earth's gravity. Earth's gravity pulls things towards the earth, right? Now this impact is also seen on air, okay, which is in the gaseous form. So gaseous form, okay, but it also, we have seen gas also has a weight, air also has a weight, and it is the effect of gravity is there on these gaseous forms also, right? Now, due to Earth's gravity, air is pulled to the Earth's surface. That is why air pressure is maximum at sea level. Okay. Note that air exerts pressure on everything and everyone, including us. It is believed that the weight of the air column in any one person's head amounts to 1000 kg. Okay. So such a high weight आपल्या डोक्यावरती नेहमी असतं actually, because we are born in this environment, so we don't feel it as too much of weight, but this is the amount of weight that the air exerts on our heads. Okay, so this is very interesting phenomena. So you understood की gravity जी आहे ती आसपासच्या एअर जी आहे अर्थच्या पृथ्वीच्या अवतीभोवती जी हवा आहे ती ग्रॅव्हिटीमुळे त्याच्या जवळ राहते आणि त्यामुळे एक वेट पण असतं आणि त्या तो वेट जो आहे तो खूप हेवी वेट आहे ऍक्च्युअली, बट वी डोंट फील इट नॉर्मली बिकॉज वी आर born in these conditions, right? So it's normal for us to have this much of weight. Now the so that's the concept of air pressure. And before closing today's lesson, I just want to say that if you're interested in creating similar content, educational content, or any sort of content writing and presentation and recording, you can always write us at contact@schoolwithai.com. And thank you very much for listening. You can maybe share your comments and maybe the chapters that you feel are difficult for you to understand and you'd like us to create videos about it. Just let us know. The class, the chapter, the Maharashtra board or CBSE pattern that you follow, or any other state, any other different state also, in any other medium also. So we have all the resources to give you and give you the support that you need. Thank you very much and see you in the next class. Bye bye.